So I went to my local bookstore and was in the manga section. A girl, maybe a few years younger than me, asked me if I could help her find Seikike. And I told her that actually I highly doubt it, because as far as I know there is no English version of the manga, and I doubt this store would carry a foreign language version of Seikike. But I would still look around for her. After looking through the sections I thought it could be in TDS. I told her I don't think it's here, try another bookstore or look online. She thanked me and walked away. I didn't notice the lady next to me and she tapped my shoulder. "Excuse me, could you help me find this Christian book?" She smiled real big and I felt bad. "Oh ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't work here." She looked confused and asked why I was helping that girl if I didn't. I explained I know a lot about manga and I could help here easily, plus I was already in the aisle. She snapped and yelled, "Are you scared of Jesus?" I was shocked. Why lie about not working here? Are you afraid of helping Christians? "Follow me, I'm getting your manager." She grabbed my arm and I yanked it away. I walked to the door all while she yelled, "The devil is inside of you." I just wanted to get another volume of Horimiya. This one isn't the typical "I don't work here" stories, and you will see why soon. My mom and I were out of town and I said I wanted to pick up some makeup since we don't have a Sephora in my town. We went in the store and my mom asked me some questions about the makeup brand I was eyeing. An employee talked with us a couple of minutes, then went to help other customers. A lady walked up to the same brand, stood around looking at products for about a minute while I was talking to my mom, then asked me a question about the formula. Me, being interested in the chemistry of makeup, was happy to tell her what I knew. The sales lady came and walked up to the lady. "Hi. Can I help you with anything?" Lady: "No, thank you." Lady then says in a slightly annoyed tone, "Are you trying to take her commission?" Confused, "But I work here, ma'am." It was then I realized the lady thought I was an employee. I don't know why though. Sephora employees wear all black. And it suddenly dawned on me I was in all black. Sephora employees are almost always made up though. Which I was. Me: "Oh. No, I don't work here." The lady looks at me and the employee and starts apologizing profusely. Lady: "I am so sorry to bother you." Me: "No problem. I didn't realize I looked like an employee." We all have a laugh and she and the employee start talking. Not a dramatic story, but I thought I would share. I was at Mart Wall looking for a specific item, grain-free wet dog food, as it was being fed to a blue-tongued skink. Mind you, I'm wearing a sweatshirt and jeans. Nothing remotely close to uniform. As I'm looking for something specific, I have a package in my hand, and I am reading the ingredients on the back to make sure it is indeed grain-free and safe for skink to eat. A woman approaches me and asks where something is. Obligatory: "Oh, I don't know, I don't work here." This woman, with her full audacity and complete sass. "Well, you were looking at the stuff like that, I thought you worked here." I looked at her and said, "Isn't that what customers do? Look at stuff before they buy them? That's kinda what shopping is?" She called me disrespectful and walked away. I am really at a loss as to how this happens, but it happens a lot. I work for a remodeling company we will call ABC. There is a home builder that we will call Ziz. We both sell the same brand of cabinets, but we are in no way, shape or form related in any way. Our names are different. Our location is different. Our whole way of doing business is completely different. Today, a lady came into my store and asked me to give her a quote for adding some cabinets to her existing kitchen. I tell her, "Sure, we can do that. Let's start with what style and color you have now so that we can match." That is when this Karen flips her script and goes off on me. How am I supposed to know what style and color I have? You built my home. You should have all of that information on record. You tell me. I have to explain to her that she bought her home from Ziz Builder, but we are ABC Remodeler. There is no possible way that I have access to that information. I do not and have not ever worked for Ziz. We are not the same company. Let me stress that she came to our store and thought we worked for her original home builder just because we both carry the same brand. Let's clear some things up. I constantly get lost. Without Google Maps I would probably be wandering somewhere around my street for ages, stranded from home. There was a sign with the logo of the restaurant I wanted to go to and a door next to it. I didn't notice that the sign was pointing to a gate to go around the block, not inside. I walked in and noticed that it doesn't look right but continued to walk ahead, looking for pointers. It's quite cold so, obviously, I was wearing a heavy winter jacket. I turned the corner and saw a group of people standing around this old guy. I understood by that point I'm completely lost and wanted to turn back. Unfortunately, the old guy noticed me. He yelled at me that I'm late again, to his class, and I'm wearing a jacket. I tried to tell him that I'm not his student, but he cut me off. "Who do you think you are?" he yelled, his face getting red from anger. "I told you repeatedly to leave your jacket in the cloakroom. And you're again this week late." I tried to explain myself again, but he waved me off to be quiet. "Just get the hell out and don't even think about going to any university in the city, I'll tell them what kind of person you are. You're wasting my time, you should think about going back to the preschool. Get out." I was scared by this point and evacuated. I feel kind of bad for the guy, he thought I am. Poor dude. But on the other hand, maybe I should think of this encounter as a premonition? I wanted to enroll in some university next year, and I actually didn't finish preschool. Free future reading for me then. By the way, I found the restaurant but my order was cold when I got there. This will be a rather long one. Condensed version at the end. When I was younger, around 14, I always wore collared t-shirts, often used as uniforms at most electronics store. I had just started a simple job elsewhere and was going to use my savings and first payment to buy my first self-built gaming computer. So I was in a computer electronics store, trying to learn and make a few plans. Doing this as efficiently as possible. I like to get hands-on, and it helps me think, plan better. As I was crouching over components, like Gollum, trying to select my own components for the very first time, this lady came up to me and tried to get my attention. Me hunching over, knee-deep in my own thoughts, she asked me if I work here. As I was as focused as I was, it slightly startled me and I jumped up and only managed to come up with a short as I was going to ask her what she just said, not being able to actually make out the question she just asked. She continued to ask me if I could help her, and I don't blame her considering my appearance. Me just having entered the job market, I had received some service experience, and figured I might as well. The question probably couldn't be that hard, right? The following interaction ensued. M equals me, L equals lady, W equals worker, eventually. M, yeah sure. What do you need? L, I am trying to find a laptop for my son, but I am completely lost. Seems fair enough, and a reasonable question to ask anyone with my appearance regardless of me working there or not. M, oh okay. Were you thinking school laptop or general use? L, well it's more of a gaming laptop, really. M, oh, okay. Do you have a budget? Or any other information that might be useful making a decision? L, yeah I have a budget of, insert mid-tier budget here /, and I know he plays Team Fortress 2, and Roblox. Having just spent a few weeks learning and recently acquiring the knowledge of what parts are important for what, I could confidently answer. M, oh great, that doesn't necessarily require the most expensive computer on the market. Have you looked at any options? L, getting a slightly frustrated tone, no, that's what I came here to ask about. M, well, have you looked at any of the laptops displayed at the section over there? Pointing to the 2 rows of demo laptops closer to the registers. L, getting even more frustrated, no, I have no idea what I would be looking for. That's why I came over to ask. M, okay, I'm sorry. Well anything between, a lower amount than budget / and your budget would probably have what you need. Just look for, relevant specs at the time / and it would be more than enough for him. L, can you join me so I'm sure? M, figuring at this point, it shouldn't be a considerably longer interaction, and I could get back to my things. Just point out 3 options at 3 different prices, and I could leave. So I accompany her over to the laptop section. L, okay, so which ones would be an option? M, point to 3 different laptops. Make an effort to explain the differences in a short, but precise manner. After concluding, I consider myself done. Beyond that, you could really just pick based on your budget. As I am about to leave, she says, so what can you do on pricing here? A little confused, quickly realizing the mistake that has just happened. Oh, I'm sorry, I think there's a misunderstanding. I don't. Oh come on, I know you guys have some leeway on the prices, what's the best you can do? No. You see. Oh, don't you dare be more condescending than you were earlier. That should account in the price too. Probably referring back to when she was getting flustered in the first place. A bit taken aback about what just happened. I don't. Oh, but I know you do. I know I can get a better one, if you just work out whatever you have to. What about that one? Could we do 20% here? That seems reasonable. You have to talk to. Fine, direct me to your supervisor. But you're coming with me. I don't work here. What do you mean? Why else would you be helping me? Now come on, let's bring this to the register, and get something done. As we proceed to the checkout, which was rather close, she is literally dragging my tiny little body along as I make an effort to explain the mishap. When we then get to the register and a worker sees this lady literally trying to push me behind the counter, they ask what is going on. Well, this young man is going to honor his word and sell me this laptop at a 20% discount. Oh, he doesn't work here. Well, why has he been helping me, and promised me a 20% discount then? Your company is now responsible to keep that. I tried to tell you I don't work here, and… whatever the case is, I will have this laptop for this price. I don't know what happened over there, but… continued to explain what is about to happen next. I managed to slide away as I see a manager approach. From what I could make out as I'm lingering in the area, trying to get back to my things, the lady got upset and left in a bit of a hurry. As I was getting back to my things, the manager approached me, and me thinking I was in trouble, I was about to apologize for making Elle think I worked there. He assured me I had nothing to worry about, and he had in fact watched me deal with this situation, and told me some customers are like that with the real employees too. He apparently admired the way I explained things to her, and asked if I ever needed a place to work, I would be welcomed back. I appreciated it, finished my planning and left. TLDR, got asked by a stranger to help them pick out a laptop. While a manager without my knowledge allows the situation to unfold, as he apparently is impressed by my ability to help customers. Get informally offered a job after dramatic situation with difficult Karen spins a bit out of control, and gets diffused by same manager that knew exactly what happened. And #X200B. Edit, formatting.